Hey, what's up, you guys? Thomas back with another Eau Intense video. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I know I did. Eating a lot of food, eating that turkey, eating that stuffing, eating that dressing, eating the potatoes, eating the mac and cheese, the sweet potatoes, the yams, all that good stuff. Cranberry sauce, all that good stuff, man. So hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving as well. Man, like I've been saying before, like, it's sad times we're on right now, man, where we got to have these weird Thanksgivings where you can't have that many people in your house and whatnot, and can't see your family members, and it's just it's just a brutal year, man. And just kind of hoping that everything gets better within time, and hopefully, by next year we're able to have our normal traditional Thanksgiving get-togethers with all of our family. But enough about that. Let's get into the fragrances that I got today. I'm going to be doing a comparison of two fragrances from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. It's probably not the right time of year right now to be wearing both of these fragrances, as these are both pretty much a spring and summer type fragrance. Now, I say that to say that if you're outdoors, it's definitely a summer or spring fragrance. But if you are just going into work, you work in an office, you can definitely rock these at any time of year. Just probably don't spray it until you get closer to work. Spray it before you go into work, and then you're good for the day. But those fragrances I'm going to be talking about today are Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Boron. And then we got Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense Boron. Okay. Now, when you're looking at both bottles, they pretty much both look the same, besides the cap. The caps are different colors. On the bottom, there you go, batch code. I know you guys like looking at that batch code. I like how the batch code is imprinted on this one more than just this little sticker on this one. And then the juice on the inside is also a different color. This one is a little bit more dark blue. This one is almost like kind of like a clear. This could be like kind of like a baby blue, sky blue type thing. And this one is kind of clear. Now, both fragrances start off with a nice hint of citrus. The only difference is the original has a spice in it. Actually, it doesn't have a spice in it. I believe it has at the top, it's gonna have juniper. So not juniper berries, so it's not gonna give you like that fruity scent in the opening, but there is a difference definitely with both of them in the openings. Okay, so they both have citruses. One of them, this one has the Sicilian mandarin, and this one has just regular mandarin orange right here. This is Sicilian orange. Okay, and then in the middle, this one actually has some pepper, some rosemary, and rosewood. This one actually just has seawater and juniper. So in the middle, this one is going to start being more aquatic. This one is going to be a little bit more spicy, okay? With those spice notes, that rosemary, that earthy note. And then in the end, this one has incense, musk, and oak moss. Oak moss is kind of like that earthy, it's kind of like a earthy, and it's almost kind of like a slightly sweet note as well. Oak moss actually helps fragrances last pretty long on the skin, actually. So this one, can't wait to see it side by side with that. And then at the end with this one, we're just looking at amberwood and musk. Okay, so there's pretty much all your differences as far as note breakdown in the bottle. But now it all just comes down to spices, citruses, whatnot, and the scent itself. Okay, now I'm gonna spray the Intense on the left. This kind of almost reminds me of Versace Eros and Versace Eros Flame, how they're pretty much almost like identical up at the top, except for Flame has that, I believe it's a rosemary note that kind of distinguishes it between that and the regular Eros. Me personally, I like Flame a little bit better than Eros, just because of that little spice note. Doesn't make it overly sweet like the regular Eros. But here we go. All right, so right at the top with the Eau Intense, it's almost like a citrus grenade. Think of like someone throwing a bunch of lemons, some oranges, throwing it into a basket, and then blowing them up with a grenade, and that's what you're gonna get. This huge blast of citruses. Okay, it's gonna kind of give you that a little bit of an aquatic smell as well. That's probably coming from the seawater, the sea notes. And then, like I said, it's not juniper berries, so I'm assuming this is like kind of juniper berries. I'm pretty sure juniper berries have like stems on the side of it, maybe, or unless juniper is a whole different thing than juniper berries, but it's probably gonna give you more of that greeny, yeah, like probably like that greeny, grassy feel. And that's exactly what you get with it. It's just Eau Intense. It comes off pretty strong. Like I said, that's blast of citrus right off the back is a nice, beautiful smell. Especially like I said, if you're outdoors, as soon as you hit that outside weather, you're gonna just smell all those citruses right off the back. And yep, there's a lot of differences right there at the top. You wouldn't think so just because one is just an Eau Intense and the other one is just like the original. But with the original, you get like this blast of citrus, and then you get like this green note, and that's probably from that juniper. So that's probably like that stem or wherever juniper is grown, almost like a fresh cut grass with lemon and bergamot. Okay, now you're kind of getting that peppery rosemary spice. Got a little bit of woody notes. That's probably coming from that rosewood. You can kind of get a hint of incense, almost like to me, it almost smells like a churchy type incense too. Like just, it's slightly there. Okay, so I'm gonna have to let these dry down a lot more. Now, man. So, if you have either one, I feel like you should own both. They're both definitely different at the top, and they are definitely different in the dry down. I actually sprayed both of them earlier, so I can kind of give you a little dry down too. Yeah, the Eau Intense is just like woody and musky. And the original is kind of like that musky, incensey, kind of sweet, a little bit in that oak moss. So they are so different, okay, from opening to the end. Which one performs better? Honestly, they're both pretty darn good performers. If I would have had to guess, I think the Eau Intense comes from that initial blast, because with the initial blast on the original, you get some citruses, but those junipers kind of mellow that citrus out, whereas the Eau Intense is like an intense version of like a lemon. It's intensified those citruses. So that's where you're gonna get the differences up at the top. And then now in the middle, with the original, you're kind of getting this earthy effect, this green grass type effect, whereas the Eau Intense, you're kind of getting this aquatic, sea, almost like beachy type. But man, both of these are definitely going to be beautiful for spring, this summer, outdoors. Maybe you're at the beach, maybe you're on a cruise, maybe you're at one of those swim up bars and you just want to spray something on your neck just to kind of get the women looking. But you are definitely going to get compliments with both, okay? Either one, you're going to get compliments. No issues with that. You're going to get about 6 to 8 hours of performance, at least 2 hours of good projection on both. And then later on, they'll be just come a skin scent. You'll still get a little bit of moderate projection over that 6 hours, whatever. And you'll get whiffs here and there, especially if you get a nice little breeze hitting you. But you'll definitely smell this. Whoever gets close to you is going to enjoy this fragrance. This is definitely a people pleaser. Like I said, if you have one, I feel it's your duty to grab the other one. These are not like a fragrance where you do not need, where you can be like, I just don't need this one because I got this one. Because they're so different at the top. They're different at the dry down. If you think about Dolce & Gabbana King and then Dolce & Gabbana the EDT, and the EDP, those are actually real similar. The smell is different. I mean, different at the opening, but the dry down is almost completely the same with those two. Therefore, if you had one of those, you don't really need the other one. That's why I actually got rid of my EDT. I kept the EDP. But with these two, I feel like you should get both of them, okay? That's only if you really want to spend the money to have both of them. But if you want both of them, I would suggest getting both of them, okay? You could probably have both of them for less than $50. They're a nice, beautiful bottle. You know, you can get a bigger one. These are just the 2-ounce bottles, or one of them is like a 1.7 and one's a 2.5, but they're perfect in the hand. They're perfect if you got to take them on the go. They're nice size bottle. You can stick them in your pocket. It's going to be pretty good in the pocket. It's not going to be overly big. But Dolce & Gabbana, Eau Intense, Dolce & Gabbana, Porterone, the original. Both, if you can grab both of them, get both of them. Now, if I had to choose which one I like better though, okay, I will actually have to go with the Eau Intense. I do kind of like that more citrusy blast that you get at the top. Although, with the original, that green earthy smell is very nice as well. I kind of think where they differ the most, where I like one more than the other, is with the middle notes. I like that aquatic note that you get with the C notes with the Eau Intense compared to the spicier pepper and what else was there? Rosemary. I like that one a little bit more. That aquatic blend blends so well with those citruses. But again, both of them must-haves. If you can afford both of them, grab them. Again, like I said, you can have both of them for less than $50. So there you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed listening to me talk about Dolce & Gabbana Eau Intense and Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, the original. Hope you guys will continue supporting me, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hopefully we have a good rest of the month, nice rest of the year. I know this year's been brutal, but man, it's got to get better, right? So hopefully we can have a nice rest of the remainder of the year, and we'll see you guys on the next time. All right, so if you guys enjoyed that video, hit the like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Yeah.